G'day, how are you? My name is Ollie from Olidaytours. I'm one of the highest rated tour guides in New York City, definitively the highest rated German speaking guide, but today we're not going to talk in German, we're going to talk in English. So all of you that are already following me on YouTube, maybe even on Facebook or Instagram, you get to understand what I'm saying, you get to see a couple of cool things, and I'm not alone. I've got my cameraman with me. His name is Klaus, and Klaus and myself, Ollie from Olidaytours, we're gonna take you for a little walk. We might be talking with a slight German accent, so who knows? Hope you enjoy it. A little live stream from New York City into the world. All right then, Klaus, are you ready?
I'm ready.
There you go. Let me take this. Super. All right. So let's see if someone is gonna tune in to our little live stream today. Over there is Macy's. They say the world's largest store. It stretches from over here to over there, 6th Avenue over to 7th Avenue. And it is a beautiful old shopping center. The Sunglass Hut is over there because the place that was there when they built Macy's didn't want to give up the air rights. So therefore, it's now covered in that beautiful, the world's largest store sign. And as I said, we're here on 6th Avenue. We're gonna see if someone is tuning in live. Maybe, maybe not. Otherwise, you're gonna be watching it later. And if you're wondering why we're not talking in German, to all the ones that are already following me, wenn ihr euch wundert, warum wir nicht in Deutsch reden, ja gut, weil das jetzt halt einmal eine Tour auf Englisch ist. Because this is gonna be a tour in English. Klaus, do you remember what store was here on the right-hand side?
Was that a Victoria's Secret?
Oh yeah, shut up. Now
I
Victoria's
remember the good
Secret.
stores.
And now Klaus can stand right there and say hello as well.
Hello to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, nix mehr, nothing there anymore. It's just a beautiful white wall with black windows. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, ne? That was Michael Jackson back in the days. And another store that's unfortunately not there anymore on the right-hand side right here is the Desigual store. Building for sale. Wow. I wonder if you were to buy this building, the one of the Desigual store, we're going to show it to you from the other side, if you might be able to sell air rights. Air right means that if you have a building and there's space above your building, if it's not sold, you can sell the airspace to someone else who can then build higher. That's what it is. And if you're wondering why I'm not in the picture, you know what? We want to show you the most important things, like Klaus right here. He's important. And right over there, the beautiful Victoria's Secret wall. No, Desigual. That's true. There you go. Desigual. And it looks like face masks as boob coverings over there. Kind of funny. Very funny. All right then. We continue our little walk. We're going to take you up to Bryant Park. We're going to show you a big butt. Yes, a big butt. The big butt of one of the lions. And then we're going to go and have some breakfast. And then we're going to say bye. And later on, we're going to be live streaming in German, maybe a little bit of English, right on Facebook. So guys, if you're enjoying this so far, please go ahead and press that like button. Press the subscribe button. Subscribe to Olidaytours. And thanks to my friend Walter, who said, you know what? Try to do a little live stream in English so you get more people watching. So now it's up to you. You gotta watch it, you gotta like it, you gotta share it, and you gotta send us comments. That'd be awesome. Klaus, are you gonna watch the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl. I already got my chicken legs ready and the stuff for the nachos. So I'm gonna have my own Super Bowl party.
Yeah, for us as Germans, it's pretty interesting to be watching one of those big American sports events, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You gotta pay attention to the commercials.
Yes.
Which is the best part of the Super Bowl if you don't
Well,
care
my
so
best
much
part,
for football?
my best part of the Super Bowl is my big fridge that's going to be filled with real beer, not Bud Light or Budweiser, you know, but real beer.
That I got ready too, so I'm all set.
Yeah, my real beer obviously is from Germany, and if you've never had German beer, it might be the cheapest beer in your bottle store, but it is definitively not the worst. There's Augustina, there's Paulana, there's Franziskaner, it's amazing. Over there you got a little puppy. Look at that nice, beautiful little dog. So here we are on 37th Street, West 37th Street. Fifth Avenue divides the city. Sorry guys. Fifth Avenue divides the city into East and West. So there's East Manhattan and West Manhattan basically. That's what we had when I grew up, East Germany and West Germany. Now it's all one. Manhattan is all one, but yes, there's another car coming and the traffic light is red. But yes, there is East and West Manhattan. Fifth Avenue divides it. And it's actually nice and easy to navigate around Manhattan. The avenues, they run north to south or south to north. And when you walk north, you can see it on the street signs. It was West 37th Street. The next one up there is West 38th Street. If we were to walk on a street towards the east, then from 6th Avenue we would get down to 5th Avenue, and then, is it 4th Avenue? No. It's Madison, Park, Lexington.
Madison, Lexington, third.
And then you have 3rd, 2nd, 1st. If you walk towards the west, and over there is a nice old synagogue right there in the middle. If you walk over into the west, you would be walking from 6th Avenue via 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. And if you continue walking across 12th Avenue, which is the highway over there, the Henry Hudson Highway, or the West Side Highway, then you would get wet feet. Yes, because your feet would be dangling in the Hudson River. The Hudson River has its name from a guy called Henry Hudson, who on 9/11, 1609, anchored his boat over in New Jersey, in Jersey City, a little neighborhood called Newport. It's actually a past train station. And he anchored the boat, the Half Moon, and then went back to the Netherlands. Even though he was English, he went back to the Netherlands and was talking about this beautiful island with this amazing harbor. So the Dutch came just another 15 years later, and they built a city. And you probably know the name of the city. The city was called New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam was Dutch. They had the fur trade from the beavers, and let me walk on this side so you get to see something instead of a scaffolding. And they had this beaver fur trade, and it was all going pretty good until the English came and took it over. Peter Stuyvesant, he was sent back, and the English took it over and named it New York, after the Duke of York over there in England. And then it took some time for it to become the city of New York and American, basically with independence. 1776. So that was a little history lesson. And yes, it's February, but it still has a little feeling of winter time. Nearly Christmas time, no?
Oh,
Klaus?
is the Christmas village still up?
Well, the winter village is up with a couple of huts, but the most important thing is still there. And you can do it for free. you can go ice skating right over there. And what a view of the beautiful One Vanderbilt right behind Andrade there. The One Vanderbilt, one of the new skyscrapers in the city that I highly recommend for you to go and visit. Yes, visit with a V, because I'm German, so I say visit. And everyone makes fun of me. What's going on? So before we go up here, there's one cool building that is kind of in the clouds right ahead of us. It's the Steinway Tower. It's the thinnest building in the world compared to its size. 1 by 24. That's the building right there. It's crazy. It's a little bit in clouds. It's all the way in the middle of 6th Avenue. And no, we're not going over to Times Square. We're going to do that later on our German tour. But we're going to take you into the Winter Village, which just is left with a couple of the little stores.
Yeah, not much left.
It doesn't really feel like a Winter Village anymore, Klaus.
No, just the ice skating ring left.
Oh yeah, and look at this beautiful fountain. I mean, the fountain is amazing. It's amazing in the summertime when there is grass right behind it, sometimes even a stage. But in the winter time, it is pretty awesome with all the frozen ice. Great. And for everyone who's watching and forgot how I look like, let me get back in the picture for one moment. So as I said, my name is Ollie from Olidaytours, just so you know how I look like with my full beauty. 2 days ago, I had a nice shave. Currently, I carry a beard. Then I have my glasses to make sure that I don't get blinded by the light and by all the beauty that New York City has to offer. I've got my hat on with Olidaytours on it. And then as a real German, I wear real American clothes to keep my ears warm. And if I need to, yes, I do have a very special American face mask on that's let me breathe free. Oh. And I think I read this morning, Klaus, in New Jersey, they're thinking of unmasking the kids at schools, right?
That's what I heard, so let's just hope that it happens soon.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's going on. If you want to go ice skating for free, come here to Bryant Park, bring your own ice skates. You need to have a ticket. The tickets are free. These are time tickets. And then you can ice skate right here. And there's a couple of information there. So all you need to do, the admission is free, as I said. If you need to rent skates, hope for small feet so they get cheaper. No, it depends on when you want to go skating. So it's a nice place. Especially right now. I mean, look at this, Klaus.
It's amazing how many people are out there on a Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday. And right behind it is the beautiful library. And underneath us, you'd find about 120 miles, I think it is, of bookshelves. Because underneath us, right there, underneath us, there's the basement of the library. Bumper cars on ice. Okay, whatever. Over there, this is what I wanted to show you. The Empire State Building peeking out right there. Isn't it beautiful? Again, if you like this little live stream, then give us some likes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us the next couple of weeks and months when we bring you more exciting stuff from New York City, a couple of little walks, either right on my Facebook page, just look for Olidaytours, Olidaytours, or go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and then be part of something big. Klaus,
Yes, Ollie.
what's this rock doing in the woods right there?
That I don't know.
It's a red rock.
It's a red rock?
Mm-hmm. It's not red, but a rat rock.
Oh, so
This
they
is where they got poison inside.
Oh, that the
To
rats
poison
come and have
the rats.
dinner there.
Yeah, unfortunately, your wife would want to save the rats, right?
She definitely would like to.
And save the mice.
Most definitely the mice.
And there's
Because
another.
they're living creatures.
They are. They are. Another building that's pretty important if you walk through New York City, you should know about it. It's one of the most beautiful bathrooms. We're not going to go inside, but if you need to go potty, then come into Bryant Park. Don't use a tree. Don't use the bushes. But use this beautiful restroom over there. They actually just renovated it not too long ago. And it even has flowers inside.
Flowers in the mirror. It's
Wow,
actually,
and you know what? When you look inside, you see us. There's a little mirror there. Let's try if we can zoom in for a moment. And then we can wave. There we are. All right, isn't it fun? Yeah, and there's a shout out to my friend Alex Delgado. He does live streams in the city too in English. And I hope to meet him one day soon. And then maybe we get to live stream together for a little bit. Who knows? Who knows? You can walk on 42nd Street over towards our little bakery that I want to take you to right here on the road, or you can take the better way. I'll show you the better way in a moment after we just turned around. The State University of New York is right over there. A beautiful Swiss chef, Gabriel Kreuter, offers great food right over there where the Grace building is. And all the way in the back, you see in the middle of the screen a little ball. You might know the ball from the ball drop. The New York City ball drop every year, New Year's Eve. For the last minute, the ball comes down, not all the way down, just about the height it is right now, for the last 60 seconds, and then people are happy to be able and go and use the restroom again. So let's walk up here where it's much nicer. And this is actually one of my favorite parts when I'm live streaming, to be walking along this historic building, the New York City Public Library. Whoops, library. Because you have an amazing view of one of the nicest Art Deco skyscrapers in the world, in the city, the Chrysler Building. 1,046 feet and 3/4 of an inch tall. And this is just beautiful. Klaus, have you ever been inside the library?
unfortunately not. And don't ask me why I've never gone in there.
Well, I tell you, Klaus, you should go inside. And if you go inside, use this side entrance right here when the door opens.
Okay.
Because the front entrance, you usually find a lot of people, and they have beautiful doors. I mean, look at that.
Very nice.
Why would you want to use the side entrance? And with someone watching, who is watching, send some comments. You use the side entrance because there is no long line, number one. You have fast access to restrooms. You can go and see the children's library. And then you go up some stairs, up some stairs, up some stairs, up some stairs. You now suddenly feel your muscles. And then walk an aisle to get towards the Rose Main reading room.
Oh, the
Rose
reading
Main
room?
reading room.
The reading room is upstairs? It's not
Yeah.
on the ground floor?
No, it's not on the ground floor.
I've seen plenty of pictures of the
I mean, on the
reading
ground
room.
floor, it has some historical relicts of the old water reservoir that they used to have here. The Croton Aqueduct brought water into the city, and they had a water reservoir back in the 1900s. And that's actually pretty amazing. You see some old walls in there. And as I said before, we're going to show you some butts, because I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oder so. Wow. You get a nice little view through those windows. It is beautiful. Those beautiful columns. And here is a picture of that reservoir that used to be here And the Reservoir Square was renamed Bryant Park in 1884. And there you've got those 21 feet tall walls that kept the water in the city, drinking water. Obviously today the water comes through big tunnels through the Manhattan schist and then gets pumped to the top of the buildings where they have water tanks. So every building with more than 6 floors has a water tank, and that's where the water comes from. The beautiful thing is that there is hardly anyone around if you are early and if you come here in the wintertime. Because in the wintertime, January, you still got a couple of tourists. February, March is pretty quiet, and then you get to see the library, built 1911, and it's a beautiful sight. And there's a little bit of snow coming down, you might see it. So here we are. I said I'm gonna show you a big butt, and it is in front of us. No, it's right here. There's one of the lions, and over on the other side is the second lion. They were named Patience and Fortitude, if I'm right. Otherwise, please correct me. They were named around 1930 when New York City was hit by a crisis, not a pandemic. And if you look from here onto the building, I mean, this is pretty awesome. If you're watching, you like what we're doing, give us a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, we're gonna have more movies coming up. Right now I have more than 700 movies on YouTube. Walks through the city, but most of them are in German. So therefore, to reach you and you and you, we're actually gonna do it in English too. If you go back and watched a couple of live streams from last week on YouTube, I uploaded them, you will see Fifth Avenue right down here on 42nd Street with a big American flag. And all of Fifth Avenue was filled with tens of thousands of police officers, and they walked down from St. Patrick's Cathedral up there to 42nd Street. The police officers were standing in line honoring the life of the murdered police officer Wilbert Mora. And a couple of days before that, the same spectaculum was happening, unfortunately a sad spectaculum, when they honored the life of Jason Rivera. And we want to also think of the 2 police officers that were shot and killed over in Germany. Yes, things like this do happen in Germany as well. Yasmin and Alexander, I think their names were. It was pretty hard for me to find the names. The last view of the New York City Public Library from right here, that's awesome. You gotta get into the middle of the streets, and then you got this beautiful view, unless you get run over. So Klaus, let's go and have some breakfast, huh?
That's a great idea.
Perfect. And while we're walking on the library way, there's one sign that I want to make sure you don't miss when you walk along. And it is right here on the ground. When people walk past it, they walk over it, and they don't see it. And that's something very important, especially nowadays, where the press is free and every man able to read, all is safe. There you go. Without a political opinion, I want to make sure that you think about what I just read to you, where the press is free and every man able to read, all is safe. Klaus, you have a nice hat on. What's on your hat?
A New York, New Jersey Trail Conference,
Oh,
which maintains a lot of hiking trails in our neighborhood.
nice. Yeah, we don't live in the city, Klaus and I. And no, we're not a couple. We're friends. We could be, of course.
These days, you know.
Yeah. No, but we live in northern New Jersey on a beautiful lake called Greenwood Lake. And yesterday I took a little movie of those guys getting on the ice. Over there's another nice Irish pub. And it has a special name. Do you know who Annie Moore was?
No, I don't.
The immigration guy said, "Are there any more Annie Moore?"
Oh.
And she was the first Irish immigrant, as they say, coming through Ellis Island to America. And because she was Irish, there's an Irish pub and you can drink a Guinness and enjoy any more. Yes, many more, Olidaytours. I wanted to say many more, not anymore, by any more. So, Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue, we're talking about it. We're gonna head down to the little cafe. And then we're gonna say bye. And then guys, please write into the comments if you want more from us for you. When you go around corners, do something that only tourists do. Look up. Oh. Wow. The one Vanderbilt, you gotta get up there. It has, I think, the most impressive restroom in the city. Why? Well, you might find out. Take the elevator up, make sure you're vaccinated, make sure your kids aged 5 and older are vaccinated if you come to New York City and if you want to eat, if you want to go and see sights. We don't know when they're going to lift those restrictions or if they're going to stay, who knows. Well, then you go to New Jersey and you go and have dinner in New Jersey, lunch, breakfast, and as Klaus said, there are fire towers that you can climb in northern New Jersey.
Free of charge.
Free of charge, just don't get caught. But if you come to New York City, the Von Vanderbilt should definitely be on your to-do list because it offers you an amazing view. It makes you a little crazy because you get into an area of many, many mirrors. Yeah, it's crazy, it's amazing. And you see people masked up, other people not wearing masks. It's pretty nice, isn't it? And we're gonna end today's live stream right over here in front of Grand Central Terminal. Grand Central Terminal is basically the temple of transportation. Built 1913. It has that beautiful interior temple of transportation with a beautiful ceiling with different stars. And when you come on a tour with me, yes, I do live tours. I would walk around with you in New York City and I show you all the secrets and you will find out about the ceiling. You'll find out about Hercules, Mercury, Minerva right up there on top and how tall they are. You will find out that the hotel right next to it will be torn down. Who knows when? I thought they would have started already and then they're going to build another skyscraper. Pretty amazing. I'm going to tell you everything about the guy who is up there. Mr. Vanderbilt, who started a small business with ferries and finally ended up with trains. And one last thing before we go, that's a yellow cap. There are other colors. There are green caps as well. The green caps I tell you more about another time. You can also catch an Uber, nice and easy with the Uber app. And for today, I will come back into the picture one more time. So, this was just a quick 25-minute, half an hour walk with Olidaytours. My name is Ollie. If you like what you saw, press the subscribe button. Give us some fingers up. Take a look on my Instagram channel, Olidaytours, Olidaytours. Follow us on Facebook and make sure that you give me a call. +1 201 661 4803 if you're planning to come to New York City, because I'm gonna show you the city and way more. We're gonna end this little live stream with the inner dialogue. That's it for now. I show you the inner dialogue and then we say bye. Klaus, you want to say something before we go to the inner dialogue?
All I want to say is that it was a very informative walk for me again. Even so, the weather was not exactly what I expected. Yesterday was clear blue skies, today it's drizzly rain, but it's still fun to be here.
It's fun to be here. And now Klaus, coming over here. The inner dialogue is taking place right around the corner. No more. So, in New York City you find things that are here and then they are gone. Right where we're standing, there was the inner dialogue. And the inner dialogue was a guy who looked just like me. He had his hand out and there was a little mini-me on his hand. And it was called the inner dialogue. Pretty amazing. All right then, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope we see us again soon. This was Ollie from Olidaytours. Today with Klaus. I hope you had a great time. Bye-bye. Woo-hoo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.